What's up, guys? Today we're going to be going over how to make your heroes stronger, specifically through leveling them up. This was a requested video in the comment section, and I want to say thank you for requesting the video. And of course, if you want to know any other material, want to see me make a guide on anything else, please just leave a comment in the section below, and of course I will get to it as quickly as I can. Alright, thanks. So let's go over how to make those heroes stronger. The first and probably one of the most significant ways is actually going to be through equipment, but I've already made a video on that, and I'm going to link that in the comment section below. I'll pin that to the top so you can find that. So in case you want to know how to take your heroes to the next step after this, it'll definitely be looking at equipment. So let's look at specifically leveling up. As you can see here, I have quite a few ultra rare heroes in various stages of awakening and super awakening, and they are all at level 80. Sorry, that way that won't pop up. And then as we get down here, there's some that are level 70 and so on and so forth. So let's take a look at some heroes here. As you can tell, I only have SSR and ultra rare because all of my R units, all of my SR units have all been evolved, and that's one of the things that we're going to start with here. So first is going to be levels. So let's take a look here at Mon Speed. So the first bubble here, bottom left, is Enhance. That's going to be taking your hero from level up to their level cap. So their level cap when they're at ultra rare is initially level 60. Now the level cap is going to be different depending on rarity, but you'll be able to see here you can use potions to give them XP, right? Pretty straightforward. I give Mon Speed the XP, I spend the gold, and he levels up. Now that's one way that you can do that. You can grind these potions in the dungeons, and honestly once you hit late game, they're pretty much a dime a dozen. They're really easy to get, so you don't need to worry about that. But originally when you start the game, you're going to get levels just by doing missions, and that's where you get your EXP predominantly. I'm done with all the missions, so the only way that I can get EXP on my heroes would be to either grind free stages on the map. Now I could do that, but that's going to take forever. So the easiest thing for me is honestly just going and giving them potions. So if we look at the world map, any of the missions that you complete, any stage on the map, whether it's a storyline, whether it's part of your daily tasks, or whether it is a free stage, you will get EXP. Now there is one trick that I will share, and this is going to be important as well. So if you do turn the map on, this is where you can start to see what each level drops. Now it's super important that you unlock all of these because you will need these items for the next step, which is going to be awakening your heroes. So let's go back to Mon Speed, who's currently not awakened at all. So if we go here, we have awakening. Now awakening requires that you have Demon's Blood. You can get these from doing boss battles and death matches. And then these friendship bracelets, Wolf Fang, and usable armor fragment. Now, these tiers correspond with what chapter you can find the materials in. So tier 1, they're going to be available in free stages in chapter 1, which is Vanya. So Vanya, Dulmali, fourth one's Vanya, I know that. The third one is Post Village Tala. I don't remember the fifth one. It's where they find Gother. And then the sixth one is the Kingdom. So for each of these tiers, you're going to need different materials, and you're able to grind those materials in the free stages of those chapters. And then, but you have to go 1 through 6. So even if I had the materials for tier 6, I still have to unlock tiers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let's do that here. This is going to require gold. This is, again, a huge way to get power-ups for your units. It gives you this little animation here. And then which if you've watched the anime you may recognize from the training that Meliodas does. He uses the goddess Amber to store all of his lost power. So yeah, as you can see, the first one is going to increase my HP, crit resistance, and recovery rate. The second tier is going to increase my attack, defense, and crit damage. Third tier, HP regen and crit defense, attack, defense, crit chance, HP resistance and lifesteal, and attack, defense, and pierce rate. So as you increase these, your hero becomes stronger, and you see these star levels go up. Once you've hit 6, you will unlock what is called Super Awakening. And this requires a slightly different method, where previously you can grind this map, or on the free stages, for Super Awakening. Let me show you here on Droll. You need to use either these Super Awakening coins, which you can grind in the tower, and I'll show you that in a second, or hero coins. I strongly recommend not using hero coins, especially now that you can grind the Super Awakening coins. It's going to cost you stamina and probably some time, but it can be done. And right now we're unlocked to Super Awakening 5, and as you can see, I haven't done a ton, but the heroes that I use predominantly are Super Awakening 5 right now. So let me show you how you can grind those real quick. So we are going to go over to the SP dungeon in Chapter 1, and then click on Special. And in the Clock Tower of Eternity, you're able to use your hourglasses and exchange them for a half hour of runtime in the Clock Tower of Eternity, and then you're just going to want to beat those missions as much as possible to grind up those coins. Because from here you're able to get Super Awakening coins for each clear you get, and then as well, once you hit a bonus, you get, I think, what does that say? I think it's just 1 for the bonus, but yeah, you're able to grind them that way. That does take a little bit, and but so first you're going to work on Awakening, and then you worry about Super Awakening. Next is going to be important as well, and for this I'm going to have to pull up oh no, hold on. One more thing before I get to evolving units. When we get to Monspeed, once you hit Ultra Rare, you're able to unlock the Limit Breaking. Now what this does is this raises the level cap. So originally you'll see that the Ultra Rare level cap is 60, but if you look at some of my other units are level 80. So in order to get from level 60 to level 80, you need to raise that cap. So if we take a look up here, most of these heroes are level 80. So if I wanted to get Monspeed up to level 80, what I would have to do is go to Limit Break, and then I would use pendants. Now these pendants are dependent on what their initial rarity is. So if they're a rare unit, they use the rare pendants. SR pendants. SSR uses the SSR pendants. Even when they hit ultra rare, they'll still use the rarity that is their default, right? So let me show you real quick on Golgius, who should be right around here somewhere. I forget what he looks like, but either way, nope, that's not. That's Gallant. Let's look at Hugo. So Hugo, to limit break him, I would just use an R-rated pendant, right? And these typically require less materials. The materials you need for evolution are going to be these grimoires, as well as demon materials. So the two ways to grind those: for the grimoires, you're going to want to complete the evolution dungeon in Fort Solgris. So you can see here that you can get these grimoires. So you go into Fort Solgris, and then you can do the evolve. So you can do the HP evolve, and this will only give you books of that type, so it helps you focus on that pretty well. And the only way to get the demon materials is to defeat the death matches. After defeating the death match, you clear a boss battle until you get a death match. After you clear the death match, you get the demon materials after defeating them. It's a random amount, and you usually get more the higher difficulty you go. So, easiest way to get those. And that's going to help limit break your hero once they are ultra rare. But first, what you're going to need to do, level them up. Once they're at their level cap, then you can evolve them until they hit their rarity cap, and then once they hit the rarity cap, you can increase their level cap again. Then you want to awaken them, and then super awaken them. Ah, here he is. Little troublemaker. There was Golgius. With the helmet on, he looks kind of like Galland when he's in his ultra rare form. Another benefit of actually leveling up these characters too is that when they hit new tiers, they get new armor. So this is what Golgius starts out with, right? And then he hits, when you evolve him the first time, he hits new armor. Second time third tier, another set, and then when he's fully up at UR, he gets another set of armor. So that's another side benefit that'll increase the strength of your heroes as well. But yeah, in terms of leveling up, what you're going to want to focus on is using those potions, leveling them up. Then I would say awakenings are going to come first. And then after they're awakened, usually around tier 3, then you should have the ability to do death matches, and then you'll be able to evolve. And then once you're able to evolve your heroes, you'll be able to finish up the awakenings, get through chapter 6, finish up the awakenings, and then focus on super awakening and getting your heroes up to ultra rare tier. So yeah, that's pretty much the best and most consistent way to strengthen your heroes. There is also, of course, the cosmetics. I will be making a separate guide video for that. I feel like I should have already, and I just completely forgot about it, so I will be doing that. And of course, you can check out that equipment video that I've linked below, and that's another way to, again, increase the power of your heroes. And then, the stronger your heroes, there's some things that people may not realize. The stronger your heroes, the bigger the buff you get, right? So, because I'm over 3 million combat class, all my heroes have an increase of HP of 9%. Once I hit 3.5 million, that goes up to 10.5%. So yes, not all my heroes are maxed up, but why I'm focusing this and why I'm increasing each hero, even though chances are I'm never going to use them, is that they make my main party stronger because of my overall account combat class. So that's another thing to think of as well when you're leveling up heroes. You want to make sure that you're leveling up everyone, not just your select few. When you're in the beginning of the game, level up your select few so that way you can clear the content. But once you've cleared that content, make sure that in order to keep strengthening your team, you're strengthening everyone across the board. Alright, thanks so much for watching. I hope this answered your question. Again, if you have any more questions or want me to make a video guide on anything else, please comment below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.